Istanbul, written by Kira Fried. Funky question. Where is Istanbul and what can you see there? One city, two worlds. A ship sails into the port of a big city. It came from Eros and is on its way to Asia. This is Istanbul, Turkey. Parts of this amazing city are on each continent. Water. Istanbul is one of the only a few cities in the world on two continents. Where in the world? Istanbul is the northern corner of Turkey. It is on both sides of a narrow waterway between two seas. Istanbul has the most people of any city in Europe. History. Istanbul has been an important port since long ago. It is on the only road between the two seas. People from both the east and west come to Istanbul for many reasons. Istanbul has many rulers and has been the capital of many empires. Its name has changed several times. It became Istanbul in 1930. Many buildings and parts of the city have been destroyed and building again. Let's visit some interesting places in Istanbul. Istanbul other names. Long ago, Istanbul was called Byzantium, for a later name Byzantium. Later it was Constantinople for a ruler named Constantine the Great. Water tank. This huge underground water tank is no longer used. Long ago, it was the most city water supply for the city. The water came from a lake. Istanbul has many very old water tanks. This one is the biggest. Current market. This huge covered market is made of stone. The first part were built in 1461 and the other parts were added over time. Today it has 61 covered streets and more than 4,000 shops. Shops sell clothing, jewelry, rugs, and many other things. Water. More than 250,000 people shop at this market every day. More than 220,000 people work there every day. In 2014, more people visited markets than any other place in the world. This last year, more than 91 million people came. Iceland Tower. This tower is on a small island in the Istanbul waterway. It was built about 2,400 years ago. Long ago, people used the tower to watch ships passing by. Later, the tower is a lighthouse. Today, it is a restaurant. Do you know? The town name is Many Towers. Amani is a girl. The name comes from a story about a ruler. He tried to keep his daughter safe in the town with water around it. Tall Tower. This tall tower was built in 1348. The tower was first used as a lighthouse. Later, it was a prison that people used it to watch for fires. Today, people visit the tower to look out over Istanbul. Huge palace. These palaces were built in the late 1400s. Rulers lived here for almost 400 years. They added new parts to the palace in 1924. It became a museum. The palace has 3 big gates and 4 outdoor spaces with gardens. High walls are also around outside. Grand Museum. This huge building was first built as a church in the year 360. When it was built, it was the biggest building in the world. It burned down to time and was built again. It became a mosque in the year 1453. Later, it became a museum. Today, it is a mosque again. City Square. This square was built in the 1700s. All of Istanbul's water line met here. Today, the square has shops, hotels and restaurants. Parades and New Year celebrations take place here. A trip back in time. Istanbul is a big city with an interesting history. Its ring to continents together and has many wonderful places to visit. Each part of Istanbul has a story to tell. Going there is like taking a trip back in time. Connection. Writing. Pretend you visit Istanbul. Write a postcard to send to your teacher. Equals at least 3 facts from the book. Social study. The first chapter in the book was titled One City, Two Worlds. Write a paragraph and explain what the author means by this.